Hi guys, today I have a book haul and it's the weirdest book haul I've ever done. All my book hauls are a bit weird, let's be honest. I pick out very odd books, but I feel like all the books in this are very bizarre, so I'm just going to get straight into it. First up, I got 3 books from Waterstones, and if you've been with the channel, you know that I don't buy books brand new from bookshops. That's just not where I choose to spend my money. I buy it second-hand or charity shops. But I thought I'll go into Waterstones, I'll have a little browse. I will be honest, 2 of the books were on offer, so I'm still a bit of a bargain queen. It was buy one, get one half price, so I chose these 2 books. This one is The Descent of Man. It's non-fiction, it's by Grayson Perry, who's a very famous British artist. There is him there, you may recognise him. And this is his take on masculinity, and he's saying that masculinity needs a massive change, and the whole thing of boys don't cry and men having to be strong all the time and not show any emotion, and how men really need to get more in touch with their emotions but society need to let them. It's also got all these really interesting drawings that Grayson has done himself, so I'm very interested in getting to that, and I've been looking at that one for a while, eyeing it, kind of courting it in the bookshop. I then got this, which is a children's book. This is The Boy, the Bird and the Coffin Maker by Matilda Woods. Gorgeous cover. It intrigued me because it's about a man who makes coffins, children's book, and then this boy who's a runaway with a bird come and kind of live with him, or he looks after them, something like that. I think it's going to be a beautiful story, and all the pages have got different designs on them. So this one's got a fish, and then you've got these really nice kind of smudge drawings, and then this one's just all flowers and houses. Really beautifully made book, so I'm excited for that. And this one was full price, but it was $4.99, so still cheap. And this is Trump and Me, I've started it. It's by Mark Singer. This is non-fiction, and okay. Mark Singer he's been a journalist at the New Yorker, which is a newspaper in America since the 70s. And so he's, you know, heard about Trump a lot, and Trump's been in the newspapers a lot, even before he was president. But in the 90s, Mark had to meet up with Trump and actually in person go with him, like in the car and to his different estates, and really get into Trump's life, because he had to write a one-on-one piece about Donald Trump. He writes the piece and the book flits back to certain bits in the piece when Donald said certain things. Trump is very thin-skinned, and this comes about in the book a lot. And he keeps saying Donald, or Trumpster as he likes to be called, keeps saying to Mark. So this is off the record, but you can use it if you want. And then keeps talking. It's just like, what on earth are you saying? This isn't even proper words. It's hilarious. This book was published when Donald was in the running for being president, but he wasn't the president yet. So I think that's really good, because it's not Mark saying like, I can't believe he's president, It's not that kind of book. It's him just saying, hey, I met him, here's my experience with him, whoa. And Mark is sassy as hell. So they're the books I bought from Waterstones. I then got these books from a second-hand bookstore, but they had them outside, so these are very weathered and battered books. Had them outside in boxes, and it was 5 for £2, which I think is very good. So these are the 5 that I picked. First up is Working Hot. Look at that bizarre cover. This is by an Australian author called Mary Fallon, and it's about like women, relationships and sex. It's a fiction book, but some of it is written like a play, and some of it is written, if you can see there, so a word, a line. Very bizarre format of the book, so I'm interested to read it because of that. This one, I'm a book pusher, okay? Never go book shopping with me, because I will make you buy books. My boyfriend was with me and I picked this out and I went, this is fantasy. It's by Christopher Evans. It's called Chimeras. I really like the cover actually. And I picked it up and I was like, this is fantasy, you like fantasy? And he was like, yeah, have you read it? I was like, nah, but you should buy it because you like fantasy. I then got Julie and Romeo. This is a modern day take on Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. So Julie is divorced and Romeo is widowed, and they're 2 60-year-olds, and they own rival flower shops, and they have this massive kind of battle between each other. They're rivals, they don't like each other, and then their families and children get involved. But then it is a take on Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet, so I don't know what's going to happen. It's supposed to be very witty, so that's why I picked it up. I then picked up this, which is by Sarah Churchill, The Prince with Many Castles and Other Stories. It's a little bit battered, but it doesn't really matter. got this gorgeous peacock design. It's a children's book. The illustrations are gorgeous as well, as you can see. Looks really good. So then I had 4 books and I had to get one more book, so it's basically getting one more book free. And I picked this up just on the cover. And this is called Headless Angel by Vicky Balm. And it's just a really gorgeous, kind of very English cover. So I thought, why the hell not? And then last but not least, I got a book from a charity shop. Of course it wouldn't be a haul book from me if I didn't get something from a charity shop. And this is by Banana Yoshimoto. I should know how to say it because I've heard it so many times on BookTube. And this is Book Kitchen and I know nothing about it, but I've been told by people to buy it and going completely blind, so that's what I'm doing. So there's all the books I got. I then got 2 things from Wilkinson's. I got this A5 sketch pad because I really want to get back into drawing and stuff like that because I've really left it by the wayside as it is. And then I got this £2 pad from Wilkinson's, which I think is beautiful. And it's just a notepad. It's got a copper thing and loads of little acorns on it, and I love anything acorns, autumnal. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And then on every single page it's got a little running fox, and last but not least, if you go down to the woods today and a fox, I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. So that's it. That's all the books that I got. Tell me down below if you've read any of these or if you're interested in any of them, and I'll see you again soon for another video. God help the outcast, hungry from birth. My flowers do sing to me, like in Alice in Wonderland, you know, and all the flowers are like meh, 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 singing to her, but I voice them. This one's very, I'm gonna go because I sound mental.